CEDAR is the Collaboration for Effective Educator Development, Accountability, and Reform, otherwise known as CEDAR, and it's a national organization that brings together states from all across the country and focuses on teacher development and reform. Here at the University of Utah, the Departments of Special Education and the Urban Institute for Teacher Education have partnered together to make the mission of CEDAR come to life. And the goals are to improve education for all students, especially in the area of mathematics, and ensure that all students have access to grade level and content-specific mathematics skills. So to further the mission of CEDAR, we've created the Menageries of Mathematics workshop.
Welcome everybody. I really appreciate your coming. The purpose of our workshop today is to acquaint you with some teaching strategies and with some math content that will help you as you strive to meet the varying needs of the different students in your classrooms. The objectives of the Menageries of Math workshop are to share with in-service teachers the information that we learn here at the university that can help them teach all the students in their classrooms. These spacing gaps, they call them, are really, really powerful because every time they revisit the material, they have to go back into their minds, so to speak, and they have to dig up those memories. And as they do that, they link them to new events that have happened to them in between, to new learning that they've had, and it strengthens the schema that they have for that information. So it's really powerful.
My name is Sherry Hammond, and I teach at Mueller Park Junior High, and I teach 7th and 8th grade math. The thing that stood out to me the most about this workshop was, I think it was the very first one that we did, it was called Tilted Squares. And there are just so many applications in both 7th and 8th grade with that one activity.
You begin with squares that are oriented just this way, and kids recognize them as squares, and you begin by having them investigate these and find the area of these pretty quickly. But then, before long, the tilt happens with the shapes. And you can see, these are just these exact shapes tilted, but it changes the whole way that you see them. It's a nice tool for helping them eventually understand the Pythagorean theorem, which is really neat.
I do have a wide variety of learners, and one thing that this workshop taught me was the concept of light bulb problems. And so a light bulb problem is given to a student who has finished maybe the question that we're working on and needs maybe a little harder problem, or maybe even a little easier problem for those that are really struggling. And so when a student says that they're done, they're never really done, because you can always give them just a little bit harder, something that has a little different twist on it, and keep them learning also, so their learning doesn't stop.
I love that. And you know, I teach them negative space, we call it, just because it sort of sounds like a cool word.
I would definitely suggest that other teachers attend this workshop. In fact, I didn't even ask my principal if I could go. I just paid the fee myself because I really wanted to go. I really thought that it would be beneficial, and I was not disappointed.
I had a child at home who struggled in school, and I always really appreciated the teachers who not only were caring and kind with this child of mine, but also who were skilled at handling and dealing with children that struggle. It impacted me as a parent and as a teacher, and so I've always felt kind of a place in my heart for those children that struggle, and so anything I can do to help the teachers feel more confident in dealing with those children, I feel like that's a step in the right direction.